It just ended, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this game was fantastic. South Africa 2, Angola 1. What a way to start off AFCON. Okay, it was looking a little bit. It was going as expected in the beginning, and then everything that happened. Of course, it's very important to mention that South Africa had not won the opening match for AFCON for the past 6 years. Okay, 6 years. We went, I think the stat is 4 draws and 2 losses, or 4 losses. Nah, one of the two, right? We hadn't won the opening match for AFCON since 2010. All right, that's absolutely insane. But we finally did it. We finally got the job done against Angola, and this game went exactly how me personally, how I expected it to go. Okay, coming into this game, I thought that Angola was a physically imposing team, that they were gonna come in and look to bully Bafana, and South Africa was gonna try and break Angola down systematically, try and find a way to burst through either the middle or the wings. Right, I knew that the wings were gonna be very important. That pace, that agility that was offered on the wings by Apollos and Ngota, who, by the way, Apollos got a goal as well. And then when Ngota came off, and Tepang Moremi, I hope I'm saying that right. Tepang Moremi came on. He got an assist as well. He assisted the Foster goal. I think he also got a goal for himself, right? But that was ruled offside because Lyle Foster was offside. But yeah, those wingers, they were the key to this game. Coming into this game, we knew that. We knew that they were going to be the key to the game, and they just proved it, right? Angola was great. Angola was amazing. The prediction, the group stage prediction video is going to come out tomorrow. I filmed it earlier on today, but in that video, I sing Angola's praises. And I think in this game they really showed, especially their captain, Mr. Freddy. I don't know if that's his surname or his first name. I don't know, but dude, Freddie was phenomenal. I think Freddie was the man of the match. Footmob also has him rated as seven, as the highest rated player in that Angola team. He was fantastic. Show was fantastic. This whole Angola team worked very well as a unit. But let's talk about how good this Bafana team was today. Okay, my personal man of the match. This is where I want to start. My personal man of the match was Ndao. Okay, Mudao, yo, Kuliso Mdao was absolutely insane. He completed the most dribbles in the match. Um, yeah, 92% pass accuracy, 0.3, 6 defensive contribution, one touch in the box. He should have won us a penalty, but this referee was absolutely terrible, bro. Oh my god. Like this referee single-handedly made this game hard to watch, because oh my days. But Mdao was just fantastic, bro. There were so many times where we just looked uninspiring. But when Mdao showed up into frame, we knew that okay, something is going to be made. You know what I mean? Even from right back, he showed his class, and he absolutely he dominated defensively and offensively. He was exactly what we needed in this game. He was our talisman. But let's talk about Ronan Williams as well, right? I feel like we need to give him his flowers. I personally, I don't know how to, I don't know how to tell really if a goalkeeper is having a stellar season or a stellar game or yada yada yada. But like even I saw this game, bro. There were moments in this game where Ronan Williams was the only thing keeping us in this game. He showed his class. He showed that no, Bunu is not the best goalkeeper in Africa. It's Ronan Williams. He is absolutely amazing, bro. What a goalkeeper. He made so many saves. He was unfortunate to concede at his near post. I feel like that's a huge stain. But even with that, bro, could you concede a near post goal as a goalkeeper and still receive a 8.0 rating on Footmob? Dude, he's absolutely brilliant. Now, keep in mind the ratings on Footmob I don't agree with, right? Because Mudau is not the highest rated player for South Africa. It doesn't really make sense to me. But let's talk about the man that is Lyle Foster. Now, me personally, beginning of this match, throughout until Lyle got his goal, I thought that he was having a bad game. Right? I looked at Lyle and I was like, okay, in this game specifically, his player profile doesn't really fit because we needed that pace through the middle. We needed pace in the sides, and if we didn't have that, we needed a play profile like Harry Kane, right? We needed a player who could drop deep, get the ball, and distribute it. He wasn't really that. He was struggling so much against this very, 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 very aggressive Angola team. He struggled to find his footing. He didn't get an assist. He did not get an assist. Go watch the game. That was a Mudau assist. Mudau crossed it in. It was heading towards Lau Foster. Lau Foster kind of just let it run. Apollos came into his path, grabbed the ball, fake shot. Defenders didn't really know what to do. Angola's goalkeeper didn't see where the ball was going, and then dude, Apollos just slotted it in into the bottom corner. He showed so much composure. And then from there onwards, right? The first half wasn't concluded there with Apollos' goal because Apollos' goal was a very good goal, but it was a moment of magic, right? It was a moment of magic from Mudau and Apollos. It didn't really feel like we deserve to be in the lead. It was a goal against the run of play, and Angola would prove that 35th minute. Like I said, they would show. I think his name. Yep, show would beat Ronan Williams at his near post. It was a fantastic goal, bro. It was a lovely little flick off his heel. Show played really, really well. He bossed in that midfield as well. He deserved this goal. Freddie got the assist. Freddie showed to be a very good set piece taker in this game, right? Freddie, not just Freddie, Angola. Angola looked very threatening on set pieces in this game. Every time they had a set piece, they looked like they were gonna score, which is very admirable. But he deserved that goal. Second half, first half ends off with Angola on top. Honestly, they ended up on top. They ended on top, and it looked dull for South Africa. We looked out of sorts. We looked frustrated. I'm pretty sure we got two yellow cards. We got both our yellow cards in that first half to Mudiba and Sitole, which the Mudiba yellow card, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that was very necessary, right? It was very necessary to do that because dude, Luvumbo was destroying us down that left side. He was showing us flames. Luvumbo played so well, bro. Every time he got the ball, you knew he was gonna progress it down to the touchline. Um, down to the byline, I mean, and he was going to somehow try and create something, right? Whether you like it or not, you try to stop him, it doesn't matter. So it was very important for Mudiba to let Muvumba know, "Reba, I'm here, Papa. I'm gonna be the man to stop you. I know this game week one. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean." So I found that super necessary. Satole's yellow card though, dog, ish, ah, that was not a good look. That was not a good look. But I don't want to dwell on the negatives. I don't want to dwell on the negatives because it wasn't a good foul. It wasn't a good show from him. It wasn't a good show of this composure. I did like his reaction, right? His reaction was kind of, he didn't really engage with the Angola players who were coming and trying to press him. He just tried to talk the referee out of the yellow card. But dude, Bugizile Limpogas, like, come on, bro. Oh, dude, he was fantastic. Dude. He was every time we looked like we were out of sorts. You pass it to Mbogas, and Mbogas is going to find the pass. He's going to find that long loft over the defense over to Apollos. Apollos is going to try and do something with it. It's oh oh Bro, it was amazing, bro. It was amazing to watch. Um, I see it. I see it. He was very solid defensively. He was insane offensively. He had one shot that he rifled from like 15 15 meters outside of the box, and it almost went in top ins, hit the crossbar, came right out. Oh man, he played out of his boots today. And we have to talk about that first half compared to that second half, right? First half was everything that I thought was going to happen. I thought that this Angola team was going to be very physical with this Bafana team, but Bafana would capitalize on the fact that this is an aging Angola team, and they would find their way around the physicality, right? Through pace. This was like a bully versus the Flash. I don't know. So first half was not really eventful in that there was a lot of action in that first half, right? There was a lot of feeling out process. There were a lot of shots flying. This was a very good game. But that second half, when we came out, we looked like a different team, man. We looked like we solved the Da Vinci Code, okay? Though those lofted passes over the top of that defense, Angola could not deal with it. And eventually we got the second goal. And defensively, like I'm saying, we were absolutely class, bro. Football was not giving Ngezena his flowers because Ngezena was absolutely amazing as well. He's rated at 6.6. I would at least give him a 7.2 because bro, he acted as the perfect like balance for Mpogazi. You know what I mean? Which is very important in a center back duo like this, right? But with all that being said, 2-1 South Africa to Angola. We finally ended that dread. Okay, we ended Angola's run as well of winning the opening AFCON game for every single time that they've competed in AFCON. We ended our drought of not being able to win our opening game in AFCON since 2010. So I don't know. What do you think of this performance? Do you think that based on this performance we can win AFCON? Do you think that we can win this group? I think we can win this group. I don't know if we can win AFCON though. I think it's looking good. We're gonna see how Egypt performs against Zimbabwe in about 40 minutes. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This was a very good South Africa team. This was a very good display. This is exactly what we expected. This is exactly what we expected. We expected a very good performance. We expected Hugo Bruce to extend that 24 unbeaten streak to 25 games unbeaten. That's exactly what he did. Shout out to my racist coach.